Life is a fleeting moment, a brief breath in the vastness of time. And yet, how many of us live as though we have forever? We run, day after day, chasing shadows, trying to fill a void we can't name, believing that success is just one more step ahead of us. But what if I told you that the very way you've been chasing your dreams has been the very thing keeping you from them? The clock ticks, and with every passing second, life slips away, not in the loud, obvious moments, but in the quiet, unnoticed ones. What are you truly waiting for? For the stars to align, for the perfect moment. It is now, this moment, that will shape your destiny. The change, the transformation, it begins right here in your heart. Don't let another second slip by. You think you have more time, don't you? You tell yourself that one day you'll begin. One day you'll change. One day you'll become. But that day never comes, does it? Time slips through your fingers like water, and you're left grasping at the empty spaces where dreams once lived. We all do it. We convince ourselves that we have endless tomorrows, that there's a tomorrow for the things we've put off, for the dreams we're too afraid to chase. But listen closely. Time is not your ally. It is your greatest thief, and it has already stolen more than you know. You wait for the perfect moment to act, for the stars to align, for the fear, to hesitation, to uncertainty. You think you can wait until everything's perfect. But let me tell you something. Perfect never arrives. Perfection is a trap. You want to know what true power looks like? It looks like action. It looks like stepping into the discomfort of now and taking that first step, even when the path isn't clear. It's about realizing that time will never give you permission, so you must take it. You've been hiding from yourself, from your own potential, waiting for a better moment, a better version of yourself. But listen, there is no better moment. The better version of you, the one that's going to make the change you seek, is the one that rises in this moment, in the face of uncertainty, in the face of fear. No matter the unknown, it's time to step out of the illusion. Time is not your friend. It's your reminder. And the question is this: will you continue to let it slip away? Or will you finally start using it to build the life you're meant to live? The real change doesn't come tomorrow. It comes now. There's a silence before the storm, the moment just before you take that first step into the unknown. It's like standing at the edge of a cliff, knowing that the winds of fear whispers its lies, telling you to stay where it's safe, to stay where it's familiar, to stay small. It promises safety, but it delivers only stagnation. You've felt it, haven't you? That suffocating weight in your chest, that voice in your head telling you that you're not enough, that you'll never be able to make it. It's not just a thought, it's a force, gripping you, freezing you in place. The longer you listen to it, the harder it is to move. You've let fear. It's not just failure you avoid. It's growth. It's freedom. It's everything you could be. Think about it for a moment. How many opportunities have slipped away because you were too afraid to take action? How many dreams have faded into the background because you couldn't find the courage to step into the unknown? Fear doesn't care about your potential. It doesn't care about the person you are meant to become. Fear wants to keep you small, keep you stuck, keep you in a cage of your own making. And it's not out there in the world. It's inside of you, festering, growing stronger every time you let it take root. But here's the truth. Fear, there's no growth. If there's no discomfort, there's no transfer. The truth is, you can't become who you were meant to be without stepping into the fire. It's in the struggle that you find your strength. It's in the discomfort that you unlock your power. Do you know what the real pain is? The real pain is not failure. It's regret. It's looking back and realizing that you spent your life hiding, that you allowed fear. Will you continue to let it control you, or will you step forward, despite the fear, as to face it head on? The only way to silence its lies is to prove to yourself that you are stronger than. It's time to rise. It's time to break free from its grip and step into the life you were always meant to live. There's a weight on your chest, isn't there? A burden, a ghost that lingers, refusing to leave. You carry it with you every day. The mistakes, the regrets, the wounds that never seem to heal. You tell yourself that it's all in the past, that it's over. But is it really? No, it isn't. You wake up with it. You think about it in the quiet moments, in the times when no one else is around. You live as if you're constantly looking back, never fully moving forward. What would it be like, though, if you could truly let it go? To stop letting those memories define you. To stop letting those failures write your story. The past is a cage you've built around yourself, one that you continue to lock yourself into. Day after day, you keep looking over your shoulder, holding on to things that no longer serve you, and in doing so you rob yourself of the present and the future. You see, the past is not a place to dwell. It's a place to learn from. Yes, but it's not a place to live. And yet, you keep carrying it, dragging it with you like a heavy anchor that holds you back from ever really sailing. Every time you look back, every time you cling to those memories, you pull yourself away from the person you're meant to become. You trap yourself in a story that is no longer yours. But it doesn't have to be this way. The past doesn't have to define you. You have the power, right now, to rewrite your story, to break free from the chains of yesterday. The truth is, the only thing that's keeping you from moving forward is your refusal to let go. You have to face the uncomfortable truth that the past is those mistakes, those failures, those heartaches. They are not you. They never were. It's not easy to let go. I know. There's a part of you that's afraid that if you let go, you'll forget who you are. Afraid that if you move on, you'll lose the only version of yourself you know. But the reality is, holding on to the past is what's keeping you stuck. It's what's keeping you small, keeping you from embracing the person you're meant to become. You have to realize something crucial. Letting go isn't about forgetting. It's about releasing the power the past has over you. It's about saying, I've learned what I needed to learn. I've felt what I needed to feel. But now it's time to move on. It's time to make room for something new. You don't need the past to move forward. In fact, it's only when you release it that you'll find the space to grow, to breathe, to truly live. You've carried it for long enough. The weight of it is slowing you down, keeping you from running toward the life you're meant to create. It's time to let it go. You're not abandoning who you are. You're freeing yourself to become who you were always meant to be. The past has shaped you, yes, but it doesn't have to control you. The power to move forward is in your hands. The power to let go is yours. And when you do, you'll finally see that the future, the real future, is waiting for you. There's a quiet voice inside of you, isn't there? A whisper, sometimes a shout, telling you that you're not enough. It's always there, lurking in the shadows, ready to remind you of every failure, every mistake. And yet, in that very moment, something shifts, doesn't it? You hear it, and you believe it. You believe that you are not worthy, that you are not capable, that you don't have what it takes. That belief, that lie, holds you prisoner. It's the chain that keeps you stagnant, afraid to take the first step toward your dreams. But here's the raw truth. That voice, those doubts, are not you. They are not your truth. They are the echo of every failure you've experienced, every rejection you've faced, every person who told you you weren't good enough. But what if I told you that all of it is a lie? What if I told you that the only thing standing between you and everything you've ever wanted is the belief you have in yourself? You've been searching outside of yourself for validation, for answers, for permission to rise. But the truth is, the only validation you need is your own belief. You've been looking at the world around you, seeing others succeed, wondering why it's not happening for you. And in that wondering, in that comparison, you lose sight of the one thing that matters most. You have everything you need inside you. It's always been there. The world doesn't dictate your worth. You do. It's the way you see yourself that shapes everything. And if you don't believe in your own power, if you don't believe that you are capable, then nothing in this world will ever convince you otherwise. You will always remain stuck, always remain on the sidelines, watching life pass you by. The key to breaking free, to transforming your life, is in understanding that you are the creator of your own reality. You are the one who decides what you are capable of. It's not the world that defines you. It's not your past mistakes or your failures. It's not even what others think of you. It's how you see yourself that matters. And when you finally believe in your own power, you unlock a door that has always been there, just waiting for you to open. But here's the thing. Belief isn't something that happens overnight. It's a choice to silence the doubts, to push through the fear of failure, your need for certainty. You're waiting for a perfect moment that doesn't exist. The perfect plan is not what will change your life. It's the courage to step out and take action You've convinced yourself that you're preparing, that you're being careful, that you're being wise. But deep down, you know what's really happening. You're procrastinating. You're waiting for some magical alignment of circumstances, some sign from the universe, some green light to go ahead. But all that's happening is that time is slipping through your fingers, and you're still standing at the starting line. What would happen if you stopped overthinking for just a moment? What if you accepted the fact that no plan will ever be perfect? What if instead of waiting for everything to be in place, you took the first step, even if it was messy, even if you didn't know exactly where it would lead? What if you gave yourself permission to fail? Because failure is not the end. It's the lesson. It's the only way forward. You know this. You felt it before. That moment, when you finally push yourself past the fear, is still there, even when it feels like you're jumping into the unknown. It's time to stop waiting for the perfect conditions. It's time to stop planning for the perfect future. The future is created by what you do today, right now. The only thing standing between you and everything you want is your willingness to take that first step. You don't need the perfect plan. You need the courage to begin. The rest will follow. But nothing will happen until you move. It's a quiet thing, isn't it? The way the people around you influence everything. It's not something you can see, but it's there. You felt it. That subtle shift in your own energy. When you're around certain people. You know it when you feel drained. When you leave a conversation empty. When you're surrounded by negativity. It lingers like smoke, creeping into your thoughts, poisoning your spirit. And yet somehow you've allowed it. You've allowed yourself to stay in spaces where you don't belong, surrounded by energies that keep you small. Think about it for a moment. The people who fill your life, are they lifting you up or are they pulling you down? You've convinced yourself that you need them, that you can't let go, that they're family, friends, or people you've known for years. But the truth is, their energy has a ripple effect. It touches you, it affects your mood, it alters your thoughts, and slowly, it shapes who you are. It may not happen overnight, but over time, that influence starts to seep into your soul. You begin to doubt yourself, to question your worth, to lose sight of your own potential. You've spent too long in the company of those who don't believe in you, who don't see your value. You've been surrounded by voices that tell you it's too hard, that you should settle, that you're not capable of more. But deep down, you know the truth. Their doubts are not yours. Their limitations are not yours. Yet you continue to carry their words like weights on your shoulders, letting them define your reality, instead of stepping into the power that is within you. It's time to realize something crucial. The people around you should inspire you, challenge you, and elevate you. They should believe in your vision, even when you don't. They should remind you of your strength when you forget it. The right people are not the ones who fill your life with excuses, with negativity, with small-minded thinking. The right people are the ones who push you to be more, to think bigger, to rise higher. But here's the hardest part. You get to choose. You have the power to choose who you allow into your life. You don't owe anyone your energy, especially not those who only take and never give. You don't owe anyone the privilege of holding you back. You can walk away. You can set boundaries. And you can surround yourself with people who believe in you and your vision. You deserve that. You deserve to be surrounded by those who see the greatness in you, who challenge you to grow, who ignite that fire within you. You might feel the pull of loyalty, of history, of comfort. But you have to realize that growth is not comfortable. And sometimes growth means walking away from those who aren't growing with you. It means finding your tribe, your people, those who are on the same journey, those who will build you up, not tear you down. You are the sum of the energies you allow in your life. The question is, are you surrounding yourself with the right one? Are you allowing your life to be filled with people who empower you, who see your worth and push you toward your potential? If not, it's time to make a change. Step into the power of your own energy. Find the people who will help you rise. The world is full of them. But first, you have to let go of the ones who keep you stuck. It's easy to feel like you're drowning, isn't it? Every step forward seems heavier than the last. And with each challenge, you wonder if it's even worth it. You look around, see others seemingly gliding through life with ease, while you're stuck in the mud. You feel the weight of every setback, every mistake, pressing down on you, reminding you that you're still so far from where you want to be. It would be so simple to just stop, to surrender to the struggle and let it define you. But here's the thing. The struggle is not your enemy, it's your teacher. It's the fire that will forge you into something stronger, something better. The pain you're feeling right now, the exhaustion that runs through your bones, it's part of the process. You've been running from it, avoiding it, trying to find an easy way out. But the truth is, there is no shortcut. There is no escaping the struggle. You must go through. You must face it head on. And I know you don't want to hear this, but the truth is, this is the moment that will define you. You will either let the struggle break you, or you will rise from it with a strength you never knew you had. It's in these moments, the ones where you feel like giving up, that your true character is born. When you choose to push forward, when you choose to fight through the pain, that's when everything begins to change. You've been so focused on the destination that you've forgotten something vital. It's the journey that matters most. The struggles, the challenges, the setbacks, they're not obstacles, they're stepping stones. Without them, you wouldn't grow. Without them, you wouldn't realize your own strength, your own resilience. It's in the struggle that you discover the depths of your potential. You don't become who you're meant to be without walking through the fire. Look at where you are right now. The hardship, the doubt, the fear and doubt cloud your vision. You've convinced yourself that you can't find your purpose, that it's too hard, that it's too late. But let me tell you this, it's never too late. It's never too late to reconnect with the deeper meaning of your life. The truth is, purpose is not something you find outside of yourself. It's not something someone else can give you. It's already inside you, waiting to be uncovered. It's in the quiet moments when you ask yourself the hard questions, when you face the truth of who you are and what you... Purpose is not a destination, it's the journey. It's the path you choose to walk every day, the decisions you make, the direction you head. Even when it's hard, you can keep drifting, or you can take the reins. You can continue living on autopilot, or you can choose to live with intention. But living with purpose requires something deep. It requires you to be honest with yourself. It requires you to stop pretending that everything is fine when you know it isn't. It requires you to strip away the layers of excuses and distractions and face the truth of your own heart. What is it that truly matters to you? What is the one thing that stirs your soul, that makes you feel alive? That's where your purpose lies. Living with purpose is not about grand achievements or fame. It's about finding the things that make your heart beat faster, the things that fill you with a sense of fulfillment. It's about doing what matters, even when it's hard, even when no one else sees. It's about finding meaning in the small moments, in the quiet victories, in the work that no one notices. You were not meant to live a life of quiet despair, lost in the shuffle of the world. You were meant to live with purpose. So ask yourself, what will you choose? Will you keep waiting for the perfect moment to start living, or will you embrace the life that's calling you right here, right now? Because living with purpose is not a distant dream. It's a decision you make today. You're standing at the edge of something, aren't you? Not quite knowing if you should step forward, unsure if you have the strength, the will to begin again. It's easier to stay in the shadows, to keep holding on to the fragments of the past that are comfortable, even if they're broken. But something inside of you is calling for more. Something inside of you is whispering that it's time to start over, to try again. And yet, the fear that maybe you've tried too many times, and each failure has left its mark on your spirit. You're not where you thought you'd be. Life has dealt its blows, taken its toll, and now you're left standing in the rubble of what was. You've lost something along the way. Maybe it was your confidence. Maybe it was your belief in yourself. Or maybe it's just the sheer exhaustion from fighting the same battles over and over. You wonder if it's worth it, if you're worth it. You look at the scars, the failures, the time lost, and you wonder if there's anything left inside of you to try again. The weight of it all is overwhelming. But deep down, you know something that you haven't allowed yourself to fully accept. The courage to begin again is not about having all the answers, nor is it about certainty. It's about having the strength to rise again, to move forward, even when every part of you is screaming that it's easier to stay where you are. You've been waiting for the perfect moment, haven't you? For everything to align, for the path to be clear, for the fear to disappear. But there will never be a perfect moment. The perfect moment only comes when you decide to create it. And that decision, that commitment, is the true beginning. You've spent so much time looking back, wondering if you should have done things differently, wishing for a time machine to rewrite your mistakes. But what you fail to see is that those mistakes, those failures, they are not the end of you. They are the groundwork, the very foundation for the next version of yourself. Without them, you wouldn't have the wisdom, the resilience, the strength you carry now. What you've been through has shaped you, but it does not define you. So why are you still waiting? Why are you still holding yourself back, as if the world is somehow going to hand you permission to move forward? The only permission you need is your own. The only approval you need is from within. You are the one who gets to decide if today is the day you start over. You are the one who gets to decide if this chapter will end, and the next one will begin. It's not easy. I know, it will never be easy. But the truth is this: you are capable of more than you've allowed yourself to believe. You've only scratched the surface of your potential. And if you can find the courage to step forward, to embrace the discomfort of starting over, you will find that something in you shifts. You'll discover parts of yourself you didn't even know existed. And this time, the journey won't feel like a battle against the world. It will feel like a battle with yourself. And when you win that battle, when you push through the doubt, when you rise again, you will know something profound. You are stronger than you think. You have more within you than you've allowed yourself to realize. And the time to begin again is right now. You're tired, aren't you? Tired of the endless race, the noise, the constant pressure. It feels like no matter how hard you work, no matter how much you sacrifice, you're never quite there. The weight of it all presses down, and in the quiet moments, you wonder if it's all worth it. There's a feeling inside you, a gnawing, an emptiness that you've tried to fill with accomplishments, with things, with distractions. But none of it works. None of it brings peace. You keep searching for something outside of you, something to make it all make sense. But what if I told you that everything you need is already inside you? That the very thing you're searching for, the peace, the joy, the fulfillment, is waiting for you to unlock it. It's not in the next promotion, not in the next possession, not in the next big thing. It's in something much simpler, much quieter. It's in gratitude. I know. It sounds too simple, doesn't it? How could something as small as gratitude make any real difference? How could it possibly change the deep, aching hunger you feel? But listen closely. Gratitude isn't just a nice thing to feel. It's a power, a force, and it's the key to transforming everything in your life. You've been chasing what's outside, running toward things that will never be enough. You've been looking for fulfillment in the future, in the hope that someday you'll get there. But here's the truth. You're already there. Everything you need to feel whole, to feel at peace, is right here, right now. The reason you don't feel it is because you've been so focused on what you don't have, that you've missed the countless things you already do. Look around you, the air you breathe, the people who love you, the simple moments that fill your day. They are all gifts. You've been so caught up in what's missing that you've forgotten to see the abundance that's right in front of you. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you for what's good in your life. It's about training your mind to see the good in everything, even in the struggles, even in the pain. Because in every challenge, in every hardship, there's something to learn. There's something to be grateful for, even when it's hard to see. What if you could begin each day by acknowledging the blessings, big and small? What if you could let go of the resentment, the frustration, the desire for more, and just sit in the truth that everything you need to be fulfilled is already here? It won't happen overnight. I know it's not easy to change your perspective, especially when you've been conditioned to look outward. But with every moment you practice gratitude, something shifts. Slowly you begin to see the richness of your life, the beauty in the everyday, the miracles in the mundane. Gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's a transformation. It shifts your energy, your focus, your mindset. It opens your heart to the abundance you've been blind to. And when you begin to live from a place of gratitude, you realize that you don't need more to be happy. You don't need to chase anything anymore. The joy, the peace, the fulfillment, it was inside you all along. You just had to choose to see it. So right now, stop and take a deep breath. Look around. Acknowledge the beauty in the life you already have. And know that in this moment, everything is enough. Because when you live from gratitude, you live from the fullness of your own heart. And that, my friend, is the transformation you've been seeking.